Hey, I just wanted to jump on here. It's Sunday, January 12th. And last night we had an amazing panel of dreaming women that we did live on TikTok, and then I also put the recording on YouTube. So go check that out. I had Sky Girl, I had Janaki, and I had the Alyssa, who's the intuition influencer. So please go follow them all. We had a lot of fun talking about the joust and every little thing for 2.5 hours, if you can believe it. And I'm hoping to do some more panels like this. So I'm hoping if there's any other dreaming people out there that want to join me, let me know. But I really came on here to share a dream that I had last night, and this was a dream that I had like while I'm sleeping, as opposed to a vision while I'm awake. And it's kind of a funny dream because it was like a dream inside of a dream. And so in the dream, I'm campaigning for the Lotus Queen, and I'm doing all this work on her behalf. And then I meet her, and I'm trying to show her all my videos of all the work I've done for her. And I want her to, recognize it. And it's kind of like when a little kid comes home from school and they're showing their parents their homework, and they're like, isn't it great? Isn't it great? Look at this beautiful artwork I made. And the parent is kind of humoring. You're like, oh yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice, darling. Let's put it on the fridge. And that was kind of the vibe of like, I kept like pulling up more videos, like, see, and then I helped out with this event. And then remember, I was a volunteer at this event. And so I wasn't talking about my work here as a dreaming woman. I was talking about like as if I was a campaigner. And I do campaign work, and so it's not like something that I don't do, but it felt like it was a metaphor for the work I'm doing on here as a dreaming woman. And so I was showing her, and her response was kind of like, well, of course I know, I was there. And but I still felt the need to keep showing her more evidence of how hard I was working on her campaign. And she was like, I know. I've seen your work. I was there. And so I kind of interpret that as, she's been watching, or she's aware of the dreaming women. Even though obviously I wasn't at a campaign event, with her. And I know it's kind of a silly dream, but there's another part to it, and that's one of my sisters. And this is the sister who's always really skeptical of anything I do and really challenging to me. And we all need that, right? Like, your family keeps you humble. And that's why they say you can never become a prophet in your own land, because your family is often going to be like, yeah, right. So in the dream, I woke up from that dream, but I was still in a dream. And my sister was like, get up already, you're sleeping too late. And I'm like, I know, but I don't want to get up because I want to keep having more dreams of the Lotus Queen. And if I get up, I won't be able to keep talking to her. And she's like, come on, get up already. Stop making such a big deal about, making sure that she knows about the work that you did. Like, you don't need to do all that. And it kind of reminds me of my grandmother, because my grandmother used to say to us, my grandmother was a big community person. She was on a lot of boards. She did a lot of work in the community, helping other people. And I'm sure I'll never even know all the stuff she did, because she used to say to us, if you do a good thing and then you talk about it, you cancel out the good thing that you did. So you're not supposed to brag about your good works. And I've struggled with that, what she said, my whole life, because it's like, I accept that, but then sometimes when you don't tell people what you're doing, people assume you're not doing anything. And then it's like, oh, well, should I tell them? I don't know if I should tell them, because, Grandma said, don't talk about your good works. So I felt like my sister was kind of reminding me of that in the dream of, stop trying to get a pat on the back from the Lotus Queen about your work. You should just do the work in silence, right? Because that's the way we were raised. You just do the work in silence. You don't expect gratitude. You don't expect notice or acclaim, right? And I just thought that was an interesting reminder for me. I think the thing about being on these platforms is we do get a lot of acclaim and notoriety and pats on the back from people, and it's really wonderful. And I think, of course, we can get attached to that. I mean, there's always that risk, right, that we can get attached to that and forget why we're on here. But for me, having people come into my comments and say to me that the dreams that I'm sharing match the dreams that they're having, for me, is just so validating and confirming. And that's really the main thing that I appreciate about it, is that it lets me know that I'm not alone, and it lets me know that I'm getting confirmation for the dreams I'm having, that they're not just my crazy Delulu dreams, but they're all of our crazy Delulu dreams. And Delulu needs company. That's why I love Gretchen's Got Questions reframing of it as Blue Lulu. I don't know if she made that up, but I always hear her saying, "Hello, Blue Lulus." And I think that's so sweet. We need community. And we have this beautiful community here of people who are all having the same dream or having similar dreams. And it's really a beautiful thing, because even if we didn't have this platform, if there was any way for us to come together as dreaming people and share our dreams, it would be a beautiful thing. And so last night there were 4 of us. I invited 3 other people up into my live, and we had this beautiful Dreaming Woman panel. And I'm going to try to do it again. I'm going to try to do it every day if I can. Although today I'm at a full moon circle tonight, so I won't be able to do it tonight. But maybe every day until hopefully we don't have a break. I don't know if there's going to be a break in the app, like if it's going to be a blackout period while they decide what to do. I don't feel like it's going to get banned, but everything is in flux. Like the future is so in flux these days. But I just want to reiterate, just to make sure, because people always ask, yes, I still believe in the Lotus Queen. Yes, I still believe in the outcome that we have foreseen. And I know that the closer we get to the big day of the 2-0, the harder it is for some people to still believe, but we just have to still believe. And just a couple more things to tell you. I've been hopping on here every day in the afternoon at random times to do live meditations. And if you miss them, I've been putting them on YouTube. I've also been doing lives most evenings at 6 p.m. and I'm going to continue to do that. But then I also wanted to announce something about a class I'm doing. So I've been so focused on this work that I've kind of been neglecting my other work, my real work, my work that pays the bills. Not my real work. This is my real work. But the work, the 3D world work, which is that I teach. And I teach online classes on medical intuition, Akashic records, and, psychic development, energy healing, topics like that. And I have a live course coming up on ancestral medicine and medical intuition. So if you check my bio, there's a link to a free event where you get to kind of, experience me talking about the topics of the course. And then you could then also sign up for the course. But I also have a number of classes on my website that are on-demand classes, which means they're not live, they're pre-recorded, and you can kind of take them at your own pace. You buy them, and then you have access for life. And they're on, medical intuition, also how to read the Akashic records, and then I have one on auras. And I want to thank people who've been sending me donations. I've gotten a couple of donations, which I appreciate. A lot of people who were sending me money because fraudsters were offering them readings in my name. And so I just had to keep refunding those. But I actually got some money that I didn't have to refund this week. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.